Okay. Going back to
Try,
this, about
try.
22. Lex Luthor, Alexander Joseph Luthor.
Me too. If this was a villain list, yes. If this is a character list, no.
Hmm. Like I said, my
You know,
biggest issue with many of the characters I see in this list is there's so many other diverse, nuanced, interesting characters that should be on the top 50 that don't
mm,
deserve this space. Lex Luthor is Superman's biggest hater. That's the most interesting thing about him. And I know people are gonna say, but yeah, 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 yeah. I don't care. That's the only thing that's most interesting about him. He's Superman's biggest hater. So much that he
um,
actually so guys, Superboy. For Superboy's existence should land this guy in jail because practically essayed Superman. He got knocked up, he got pregnant, and then he's now charging Superman all the alimony because he raised he
yeah.
because
Oh,
he
you
raised
mean
Superboy.
Connor? Yeah,
Con-
yeah.
Half of Connor's DNA comes from Lex Luthor. What
And
does that make him? What does that make him? Say it with me, kids. That is not a
uh,
clone. That is a child.
I'm so even Talia Agul is like, okay, I know I did Bruce dirty with Damien, but you, what you
yeah,
did?
I took the DNA from the source. When are you?
You,
Yeah,
yeah, you
You
like
hated you
your
hate loved
enemy.
him so much that you're willing to put half of your body into making a new life. No, no, he's the
No,
biggest hater
that's
who loves Superman. I swear to God, every night he has a raging bone over Superman because he loves and hates him at the same time. He hates the fact that he loves him. That's why he keeps pushing him forward.
yeah,
Fight me
I,
yeah.
on
I
that.
hate
Fight
that.
me
I
on that.
love
Tell me
you.
I'm wrong.
Oh God.
Look, the only versions of Lex that I really like is from Smallville, Young Justice,
No,
and
he's a great character and he's a great.
Justice League Unlimited.
Look,
Yeah,
the Justice League series, that Superman animated series where he was brown skinned.
he was black. Let's be honest, he was black.
I look. I'll never condone having a black villain that terrorizes Superman personally. But then again, if you look carefully, they have more or less the same skin tone, which makes Superman also brown. Nah, but it's an argument for later. Superman's skin tone is darker than Bruce Wayne's. If you look at the
Yeah, it's kind of like Goku from GT after he trains Oob. We're like, yo, what happened to your skin, bruh?
Hey,
But
Mona.
anyway,
so,
I'm saying, oops,
but
better the spices and things change. But
yeah, yeah. So
the
uh,
son from Oob's village, chief.
yeah. That being said, does he deserve to be on this list? Does he deserve to be higher than Hal Jordan? Does he deserve to be higher than Deadpool? Does he deserve to be higher than freaking?
I'd replace
Uh,
Jonah Jameson with him.
yes, absolutely.
Where J.
Yeah,
Jonah
that's the
Jameson
perfect
is
answer.
on this list, I'd put Lex there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Lex does
because
deserve to be on this list. But yes, I would place him where Buckmeister just mentioned. I
the
agree.
only reason why people Lex Luthor isn't in this list is because he represents what everybody else is thinking. Superman, you're practically a god. Why don't you just take over this place then? If you're so intent on making this place a better place, like every single criticism that I've heard Buckmaster hurl at Superman's feet it comes out of the lips of Lex Luthor. If you pay attention, Lex Luthor saying the exact same things. If you can fix everything with your godlike powers, why aren't you?
My no, but
Okay.
one of my issues with Superman is like, dog, you go to sleep and like you take and like you eat
Yeah.
breakfast and
Why
all
are
of
you
that.
wasting your time with this guy?
Like, dog,
Why? Yeah, that's what everybody's asking, including him. The biggest thing that's asking, why wasting time pretending to be human? Why do you care?
and
No, no.
I'm
Why are
saying
you
like,
even giving me attention? Like,
Yeah.
no, but I mean, even beyond that, I'm just like, dog, if you don't get tired, like the thing is, Batman gets tired. If you don't get tired, I don't understand why you would need to take a break. And that's where my problem comes in with the DC power scaling because I'm just like, just make Superman get tired. Make Superman have a limit of sorts.
Make him relatable. The
No,
thing.
but no, his character is fine. Superman as a person is fine. My issue is his powers. I'm like, if you're never tired and you're always worried about the safety of the world, you would never take a break. Like when Batman got Superman's powers, he never took a break. The only thing is that
100%.
because the spy thing was driving him, the magic thing was driving him crazy. That's why like it was a problem for him to have Superman's powers. But when we look at it, he just never took a break, and that always was frustrating me with Superman because I'm like, dog, stop having breakfast and go save people. Like,
Now,
like this breakfast thing works. This human thing works if you have a limit of some kind. Like even
Yeah.
Flash has to eat. When are you
Mm.
just or in the sun?
Yeah.
I,
Even Green
I,
Lantern's
I love.
battery runs out.
I
His
like that
power ring. Sorry.
analogy, and I also like the fact that the reason why this remember when I was telling you about the Superman's relevance and what makes him such an important character, what his characterization actually means, is that if they could just lean on that aspect of what I was arguing about, that Superman is basically a commentary about how the superpower, where the term the power corrupts absolutely. You've got this super powerful being that continuously chooses to be good, and that thing, what the writers are not leaning onto is that nuance. If they could just keep the storyline about that criticism right there, Superman would skyrocket in popularity because he would be the perfect critique for the deities of this world, basically. But
Mm.
what we have is now Superman, because he's so powerful, we need to introduce more godlike characters. Were it not for
Darkseid has to
Superman,
be the. Mm.
were it not for Superman, we would have to. There wouldn't be Darkseid. Were it not for Superman, we wouldn't have Brainiac. We wouldn't have genuine
Zod.
threats that are yeah genuine threats that are so powerful that it actually breaks the mold. Because what is Darkseid? The fact that Darkseid is toying with characters like Batman doesn't make sense because it's the same argument we give to Superman toying up with guys like Lex Luthor and
Ah. Right.
and
Right.
Darkseid has even less of a motivation to play around with these characters, but you see them continuously playing around with these insects compared to these godlike creatures, and they have to exist because we have a godlike character that they counter it well. Anyway, that's my tangent.
All
I'm gonna
right, but
come
Yeah.
back.
anyway,
I'm back.
You have someone. You have someone like Captain America fighting really hard to just move Thanos' fingers. Like,
hey,
what are we doing?
when it gets worse in the comic books, he boxed Thor.
Captain America boxes Thor in the comics.
Yep, and I think
Okay.
and,
All right.
and I think he punched Galactus and he judo flipped the Hulk. So
That's America.
Okay.
So